workout complete. Just leaving the mailbox. Sorry, I'm leaving the post office now. I had to drop off the package. A package, not the package. A package. So now we're done for the day. And yeah, check. All right, so just got done with the workout, but I need a little bit of a little protein shake. So we're gonna get a little protein shake. I forgot my wallet. We're gonna get a little protein shake here at Vons, but I forgot my wallet. So let me get I'm gonna need my wallet, obviously, to pay the people. Alright, so typically I would get a muscle milk protein shake or some other type of protein shake, but I don't see muscle milk protein shake. I see a Odwalla protein shake, so I think that's what obviously we're going to have to get today, is the Odwalla protein shake. If you know me, you know I'm a sucker for some candy.
Hello.
Hi. This and 20 on 2, please. Got the gummy bears. Now we fill gas. Huh? I don't have any cash. All right, so just getting gas now. I don't know what else is on the agenda, but for now it's just getting gas. I think today we're going to talk about my timeline, my PostBac timeline, my MCAT timeline, and what it looks like on paper from right now 2020 to application to acceptance. So that's what we're probably going to talk about today. You know, I really think context is key in anything you're doing. And so having context really allows you to see the big picture and allows any challenges that you might face along a journey to be able to be seen and viewed accurately in terms of their size in the totality of the journey. And so to create context for myself, what I've done is I've outlined and planned and created a timeline for what it looks like from the first semester of PostBac classes to acceptance into medical school. And so that timeline is what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so I'm going to be starting out obviously 2020, which is this year, and I know it's around July now, but I won't be starting the program till August 31st. And so August 31st is when it all kicks off. And so I will be taking General Chemistry 1, General Physics 1, and Calculus that first semester. All while I'm taking General Chemistry, Physics, and Calculus, I'll also be working with my MCAT Kaplan books. And so I'm going to show you that process on how I utilize the book while taking the class, so that when it comes time to study for the MCAT, I'm not scrambling to get all the information together. And then I'm essentially studying the class information as well as the MCAT information at the same time. Then the semester after that, which is spring 2021, I'll be taking General Chemistry 2, General Physics 2, and I'll also be studying with the MCAT. And so throughout this time, I'll be doing lots of volunteer work and also trying to do some good clinical shadowing. And so as I look at my application now, it's not a whole lot of clinical work that I'm lacking because of my experience as an athletic trainer and pursuing physical therapy. But it's more so my volunteer work that I'm really lacking on, and then also maybe a little bit of shadowing. I don't necessarily have direct physician shadowing hours, which I know is not a huge component like clinical experience, like clinical experiences for an application. But I know that I need to have that. So those, I'll be doing volunteering and shadowing as my primary additional items. And so then I'll go into summer 2021 and I'll be taking Organic Chemistry 1 and 2 with labs. And that's going to be pretty intensive because during the summer there's not a lot of time. If you've taken summer classes, especially summer science classes, everything's fast-paced, it's rapid fire, it's every day, you got to stay on top of it. And so the summer 2021 is definitely going to be intense. And so then I will continue with the fall 2021, where I'll take biochemistry and then begin my formal MCAT studying. And so along the way, I will have been working on the MCAT testing booklets and the Kaplan material, so that when I actually get to the formal studying component, it's not a scramble to review, but more so a refresher on the things that I've learned. And so then I'll continue spring 2020, and so this will be the most intense and formalized MCAT study block that I've got. And so that'll start January and go through April, where I'll be taking the MCAT. And so MCAT taken in April, I'll finalize my application in May so that I can apply in June. And so from all the research that I've gathered so far, it's really important that you apply early. And the application's open in June, so applying as early in June as possible is really important to be able to get ahead of the line, because essentially after you apply via AMCAS, then your application has to be verified, and that verification process can take upwards of 2 to 3 months. So I will apply in June, and then the decisions typically, to send interview invitations typically go out around October, November, December. And so that is when my decision window will open up. So November 2022, the decision window will open up, and then throughout January, the decision window will continue. And so 2023 May, hopefully I'll know exactly what everything is, where I'm going to be going, and continue from there. So then in September of 2023 is my projected start date for medical school. And so obviously you guys know that medical school is 4 years, so 2023 plus 4, 2027. So 2027, I'd anticipate graduating from medical school, and basically that's my postbac timeline. And so the overall timeline is really an 8-year process, not including a residency. But I really think it's important to have an outlined timeline in order to be able to give context for the totality of the journey. And so basically that's what I've done. I have created a timeline for myself, and I really think it's important if you are pursuing medicine or have a long ways to go before you are accepted into a program, to create a timeline for yourself so that you can see and map and plan all the steps along the way, and that you'll have the bigger picture inside of your mind the whole time. Because I really think that having the bigger picture in your head while you're going through a process or through a journey really allows you to decrease the amount of anxiety of things that might pop into your head regarding the length of the journey, the steps of the journey, the unknowns of the journey, because basically you can at least say, hey, I've got X, Y, Z, I've got all the steps on paper, on a board, on what needs to be complete, and you really won't get lost. So you can almost turn that aspect off and put full focus into what you're working on. So just my opinion, just my thoughts, but this timeline has definitely helped me conceptualize just how long it's going to take, how much energy and effort I'm going to have to put into this, and it gives me a little bit of a lamp to illuminate my path and maybe make the light at the end of the tunnel seem a little bit closer than it really is. But at the end of the day, it's all about context and about perspective, and this is really giving me the perspective I need to keep going hard.